live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Harriet Agbeyi.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, more calls for President Jonathan to join the presidential race as TAN holds final support rally in Abuja. APC leaders brainstorm in Kaduna ahead of 2015 elections. Deputy House Speaker Emeka Ihedioha picks governorship nomination form as more aspirants indicate interest in various positions for campaigners. Campaigners for the rescue of the Chibok girls blast former PDP National Chairman Audu Ogbe over claims alleging leadership of group by APC members. And parts of Bermuda in total blackout as Hurricane Gonzalo hits the Atlantic island, felling trees and causing floods. On business news, interbank lending rates remain unchanged for the third consecutive week.
And in sports news, Sergio Aguero emerges Manchester City's top scorer in the Premier League era after scoring 4 goals in a 4-1 victory over Tottenham.
The Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria have gathered over 17 million signatures from a nationwide rally organized in support of President Goodluck Jonathan. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Pius Ayim, announced this while handing over the document to the Vice President, Namadi Sambo, at the grand finale held in Abuja. Our correspondent, Victoria Idu, reports.
It is the 7th and final rally organized by the Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria in support of President Goodluck Jonathan ahead of the 2015 general elections.
Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Felix.
From each geopolitical zone of the country, representatives deliver motivating speeches, all with one goal in mind. President Jonathan is their candidate come 2015.
Mr. President, we say thank you and they will urge you. Please answer the clarion call for Nigerians to come and contest the election in 2015.
President Goodluck Jonathan deserves a second term in office.
We'd like to say congratulations to Mr. President for his endorsement by the party as the sole candidate of our party, the PDP. We believe that victory is assured.
PDP governors are present to add their voices to the call for President Jonathan to run for a second term.
For the first time since 1960, the PDP governors came together under one umbrella and endorsed Goodluck Jonathan for a second term in office.
This is also another opportunity to reel out all the achievements of the current administration.
We from the South are proud that from our region where the oil and gas comes, that funds this Nigeria's economy, in the last 4 years since Goodluck Jonathan was president, we have transformed the face of the oil and gas sector.
Agric is going up under Goodluck Jonathan. 11 million farmers registered, 2.5 million women farmers. Nobody has ever done that. We did GES program, reaching our farmers, 14.5 million farmers, all getting their seed and fertilizer by mobile phone under Goodluck Jonathan.
And then the big boost is received by the Vice President of Nigeria, Namadi Sambo. He promises that the president will respond to the call soon.
Let me assure you that the signatures you have so far collected, over 17 million, which cut across the entire nation, will be presented to Mr. President, and I assure you it will receive adequate response in no distant future.
As the 2015 elections draw closer, the Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria can only remain optimistic that in the coming days, President Jonathan will heed their call and respond in the affirmative. Victoria Ido, reporting for Channels Television News.
In the meantime, northern leaders in the All Progressives Congress APC have met in Kaduna to strategize on how to move the party forward after a series of challenges the party has had to deal with, including the impeachment of the former governor of Adamawa State, Murtala Yako, and the loss suffered in the last governorship election in Ekiti State. At the meeting, which had in attendance all the presidential aspirants of the party, as well as party leaders from the 19 northern states, former military head of state General Muhammadu Buhari called on INEC to ensure a smooth election in 2015. On his part, Governor Kashim Shettima called on members of the party to work together to ensure success in 2015.
The leadership of the All Progressive Congress APC from the north is here gathered to put heads together on how to make the forthcoming election a success for the party. The meeting gets underway with the Deputy National Chairman of the party, Lawal Shuaibu, setting the tone for the day.
In spite of guidelines and the constitution of our party, what should have ordinarily passed as a smooth and guided exercise turned out to be acrimonious, thereby impacting on the electoral fortunes of the parties and candidates. It is important that we continue to learn from the lessons of history and ensure that our party gets stronger, more focused, and committed to democratic ideals.
Former head of state and presidential aspirant of the party, General Muhammadu Buhari, calls on INEC to ensure a smooth election in 2015.
Whether we made the right appreciation or not, 2015 will be another year of extreme concern for this country. Now, if we don't make the necessary sacrifice as leaders to give our supporters the courage to insist on the right thing to be done according to the constitution of the party and the Electoral Act, I'm telling you, next 4 years or another 4 years of PDP will send this country down the drain.
With regards to in-party activities, the leadership of the Northern Elders Forum share views on the way forward for the party.
And for us in the APC, we do not have neither the luxury of time nor of resources to engage in unnecessary recriminations or vendetta or infighting toward the emergence of any political position.
Please, whoever emerges among you, the rest of you should support him openly, willingly, with all your powers and your resources.
Meanwhile, some of the presidential aspirants expressed faith in their emergence as the party's flag bearer.
Going by many issues that are working positively for my candidature, I'm very confident that at the end of the day, you may come and work for me as a candidate of our party.
I'm preparing to win. So why don't you ask others if they step down for me?
With the meeting concluded, expectations are high and a successful implementation of resolutions reached is germane to the party's triumph.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Emeka Ihedioha, is seeking to run for executive office in the coming 2015 elections. The Deputy Speaker was among those who were at the PDP headquarters to pick up nomination forms for the elections. Other aspirants who also picked up their forms are optimistic of success if the party has free and fair primaries.
Over the last few days, the national headquarters of the People's Democratic Party has been very busy as supporters sing, dance and wave banners, the aspirants working to pick up their nomination forms. For other aspirants, their representatives are on hand to pick up the forms. One thing that unites them, however, is their optimism and their decision to accept the outcome of the primaries.
I'm satisfied with being in this headquarters today that PDP is determined to do a free, fair and transparent primary in Imo. And if it is free, fair and transparent, and I lose, I'll support whoever has won. And I'll also urge the gladiators on foot that if I defeat them, they should also be humble enough to support me.
I'll be governor of Abia State. One thing I promise you, I promise Abia people, I promise Nigerians is that I will be the governor of Abia State and finish my term, yet I won't be a big man.
The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives was among those who picked up forms expressing their desire to vie for executive office.
And I would great desire that we pick this form. And we believe that this will mark the process of our transition from the legislature to the executive. Having served meritoriously in that capacity as member, as chief whip and presiding officer of that house, with a sense of nostalgia, I'll be bidding bye to the legislature when I finish this term. But I believe the people of Imo will need me more.
There is a best leader for a certain season, and I believe I'm the best person for this season in Akwa Ibom State, because I'm going to come into the state to carry on from where this administration will stop.
With a few days left to the expiration of sale of forms, more aspirants are expected to still pick up expression of interest and nomination forms and throw their hearts into the ring. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
Well, former military head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, says huge mistrust in the Nigerian armed forces after the first and second military coups in 1966 led to his emergence as Nigeria's leader. General Gowon was given a public leadership lecture to a group of young men and women in Abuja as part of activities to celebrate his contributions to Nigeria's unity. According to him, it was never part of his plans to become the head of state when he enlisted in the Nigerian army. In part two, after the break, former Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi lays claim to being the authentic promoter of stomach infrastructure in Ekiti politics. That's in a moment. Please stay with us.